The only Class 5 on the card is race number 3. It's back on the turf over the 1,400 metres, first leg of the first double trio as well. G1 Union heads in a course and distance winner back in January. Good choice ahead, Class 5 for the first time, as it is for Triumphant Light and Triumphal Trumpet. The champ was a Class 5 winner at Happy Valley in December. That was over the 1,200 metres. Golden Cannon, a course and distance winner, 2 starts back. Rinchsey Honey broke his maiden, 2 starts back. Glory Horse, he gets the blinkers back on. And Starry Starlies still looking for that first win.
Be sound up to 1,400 metres, never tried the distance. He should have the pace to lead. He can lead 1,200 on his day. The champ might be able to sit a little bit handier. He sort of missed the hop last start. Regency Honey can race forward. Triumphant Light's a chance of rolling over, trying to get outside of the leader. So good to slow, but potentially more towards the good side for me. There are 1 or 2 other options, I think, pace-wise as well.
He's one of the downgraders. There's a good choice ahead. He's come into Class 5 here and goes nicely enough here in the mornings, as you can see. Does what he has to do. Natural Willow will take the mount on race day for a good choice ahead. Golden Cannon, now he plays up. He pulls and reefs. You can see him looking over the fence there. I don't know what he's having a look at there, but something's caught his eye. Normally does in the mornings. But just even work overall for him. He's only a little chap and he does like to play up, to be fair. As is, well, Dong Wongchoi is only a little chap as well, but he's a lot more better behaved than Golden Cannon. Kara Stevens got him purring along there, doing it what he has to do with no problems. Yeah,
he's still another one looking for his first win. So first double trio, jackpot as well, just over $500,000. So an estimated dividend in the region of $3 million for the first DT on Saturday. Let's get into the form. Golden Cannon's been getting back in his races. Starry Starlies, so still looking for that win. The champ, I'm prepared to forgive him this, and Dong Wongchoi.
Yeah, well, the champ a little slow, and Golden Cannon at his last 2 has had a couple of little sort of hitches out of the gates as well. But we saw another side to him this day where he closed off. He's actually racing really well. He's had 8 starts with 2 wins, 2 seconds and 3/3 of the Golden Cannon. Never gone better. So what do you do with him from barrier number 9? There's every chance if he does step well, he could zip across and take the front. We didn't sort of have that on the speed map, but that could happen. He could sit outside a Happy Sound.
Yeah, I've snuck him in the numbers. Golden Cannon. Starry Starlies, I don't think even Don McLean could get him home at the moment, but he's been quite consistent from his 25 starts. He hasn't won one or run second, but he runs a lot of 3rd and 4ths.
You're on a roll with these mocks as well. So Starry Starlies, keep an eye on him. Ambitious Speedy, the next one we're going to have a look at. This is him trialling.
He's another one that potentially could go forward. Joe Moreira's going to ride the horse for the first time. He did win this trial. He showed pace. Overall, for me, I like him when he's on the all-weather as opposed to the turf a little better. And I think from barrier 11, we saw good to slow on the speed map. There's a lot of options here of horses sort of being up there vying for a spot. That'll generate some more pace for me, and that might go against him. Probably generate pace with this horse as well.
Yes, this is a trial since his last start when he was beaten fair and square by Markula.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good run from Triumphant Light. He's another one that's been downgraded. He's well rated, this horse, at the moment as well. Only a 1-time winner. But I think he looks well placed in this race, so he'll find a place for him.
Well, he's up on the speed there in a 1,000-metre trial, drawn 14. So I would have thought that Zach would have been trying to travel forward and maybe get a spot somewhere in the first half a dozen at least. So there's another one potentially that could be making some pace.
Yeah, but some of these Class 5ers have been holding their own. We've got these class droppers as well, so it's quite an interesting contest.
It is actually for a Class 5, you're right. And I'm going to go with the downgraders here. I'm going to put a good choice ahead on top of Triumphant Light, the 2 horses that are coming back in with the usual suspects in there. Winning Controller, he's consistent without winning. He hasn't got the fortitude to go on and win a race, but with a really light weight and a low barrier draw, I think he can fill a minor placing. And Golden Cannon as well. He's come up early favourite at 550. Really open betting race, 2, 3, 4 and 9. But I like the 2. I just back the 2 to win.
Fair enough. I'm going to shop for a bit of value as well. I'm going to tip Triumphal Trumpet, who gets down in class. And there'll be no noises from me, Paul, until he wins. Him on top. G1 Union. Now, they rode him forward last start. He got into a little bit of a battle up on the speed. How you have my word came from the back. If you go back 3 back, when they dropped him out, rode him cold, he was enormous when he beat Victor Emperor and co. Ridden cold, I think he's a big player. Good choice ahead, as Paul mentioned. And I put in Triumphant Light as well, so I've got a lot of the horses dropping in grade in the tips. And for my play, I'll do a trio here with no banker, 1, 2, 3, 5, and throw in 13 Don Wongchoi.
Fair enough. He's in for me as well. I've included the champ, though, also. So forgive that last start form looked OK to me.